Hello, 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 hello.
What's up? What's up?
Happy Monday. I was like, what's today?
I'm about to say, what's today? A holiday?
What day is
It
today?
do feel like a holiday.
Yeah, it does. It does feel like a holiday. But yes, hello, welcome to Monday, August 5th. This year is like speeding past.
August
Like it's
15th.
going
You said August 5th?
15.
15.
There we go. Yeah, you right. It's speeding by. Left your ass.
It is. It left me behind on the 5th. It's 10 days in the future. Okay. But yes, today we have a few things that we're going to talk about. Before we do, how are you guys doing?
Amazing.
I'm doing great.
Well, good.
Had a good weekend?
Fantastical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did y'all just eat? Because y'all like,
Yeah, we did actually. I just ate.
ooh, what'd you eat? What'd you eat?
I made Dwayne an omelet with some oatmeal and a banana, and I had myself some eggs with cheese and bacon, and I had some honey butter biscuits.
Ooh.
Honey butter biscuit. Honey butter biscuit.
Grants?
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's delicious.
Okay. I love the Grants one. So today, I wanted to keep you guys updated on our progress with memberships. Let me go ahead and just put this up here. So recently we did hit 5K on the channel, and we did get a couple of the emotes in already, but I'm gonna wait till we get the rest. I think we have 2 more that we're waiting on. Once we get those 2, then we will open up memberships, which I'm super excited about, what that's going to look like and what we're going to do. So stay tuned. Stay tuned on that. But let's go ahead and jump in, because a lot of things happened while we were, out for our summer vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So jumping into the first thing we have to talk today is the HBO merging with Discovery. So recently, Discovery bought HBO, or Warner. They bought Warner, and HBO is under Warner, and Warner Brothers and all that stuff. And a lot of things have happened. They've been kind of going cancel crazy. There's been a lot of controversy and drama and things. Do you guys know anything about what's been going on, or
that girl getting canceled? So that's 90 million to the waste.
That's wild. You are, they already edited the movie, right? I think it was edited and everything.
I heard it was done. It was 100% done, and it was ready to go, and then it just abruptly got canceled. So I
didn't know what happened.
I just feel like that's such a stupid decision, considering that Morbius sucked, right? Morbius sucked, and yet it got 2 movie release dates. It was in a movie one time, then people memed it into getting into movies again. Y'all don't think that Batgirl will be better than that?
And
that
Morbius
is wild.
made a profit too, though. Morbius made a profit too, though.
Well, that kind of makes sense, because people like to watch train crashes. Yeah. So that's
train wrecks.
But
I'm saying, even if not, if you're not going to release it in the theaters or whatever, why can't we just see it on the app? Why can't we just?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ain't that the whole reason why you got a streaming service for? To put stuff on there.
Right, especially during the pandemic, that a lot of theaters were or not theaters, but studios were hey, we're going to put it on streaming services. So that's wild. But with Warner, before we get into all the stuff that's canceled, because Batgirl isn't the only thing that's canceled, but Warner Brothers, Discovery, I read something that Discovery bought, but they're merging. That's what it is. HBO and or Warner Brothers and HBO. No, sorry. Okay. Warner Brothers and Discovery are merging. HBO Max and Discovery Plus are merging to cut subscriber losses. And this is article per the Washington Post that you guys can check out. The company is proposing the idea of free streaming service that would be supported by advertisements. I do not like that. I think there should be options hey, I want advertisements, or hey, I don't care, or hey, I don't want advertisements. But I definitely don't like the aspect of, okay, it's going to be free, but you're going to be forced to watch ads.
Well,
what about you guys?
Right? That's the give or take. They got to pay for this content somehow. Cable initially was like supposed to be like ads free, and that's why you pay for cable.
Mhm.
But I guess stuff became more expensive and stuff, and people just like money. Companies like money, so I guess they're gonna hit you with the premium. They're gonna be like, hey, if you don't want ads, pay for premium plus Disney, and then and then you guys that that are broke, quote unquote, go ahead and watch the ads, right?
I would say that if they have ads, at least let it just be like ads that are relating to the platform rather than ads that are just random. Like, because I think I think it was like, I don't know what streaming platform, was it Paramount Plus? I don't know. That I think that I saw like where I could watch shows or whatever on there, and their ad breaks, whether it be after the show or before a movie or whatever, it'll be stuff that's on the platform, like other stuff for you to watch that's on the platform, rather than me just watching something on there and then it'd be like, a commercial for Wendy's or something like that.
Like Hulu. Hulu has like regular commercials.
Yeah, I think that's Hulu or something like that. Like it gives you like actual other options to watch.
That's what you're saying, yeah.
If as a commercial, like
well, Hulu does the regular ads. So Hulu will do like, you'll be watching a TV show and in the middle, like Hulu will have like ads for other like a car ad or regular commercials type of things. Okay, so Jaden says Peacock is the one that is the one that's the way you're talking about it.
It was one of them things. They all look the same.
Because I understand that they have to make their money, but in the aspect of like, you have to like it better be the free, but not the free version, but like Dwayne was saying, like the premium version. Maybe they can add free to this because you already have, like, I have HBO Max right now. I already pay for it. I watch my shows and my movies and things like that, and I'm fine with it. If you already have that, I hope they're not going to take it away and then give it back. That would be stupid. That would be super stupid. But at the same
time, I feel like the streaming services are at an advantage where it's just like they could have the attitude like, who gonna stop me? Because if you don't want to watch it, then you can go ahead and watch. I'm just saying, like, you go watch, go watch TV where they have ads, or watch it on demand where you have to have ads. You can record it. You have to skip through the ads. Or get on our streaming thing and watch the ads. Where you going to go? Like, who gonna stop them?
For real.
It's becoming like, it was like when streaming services first kind of like were taking off, it was really cool. And I think what they did to the like even for actors and stuff like that and directors, they were giving a lot of chances to people who normally wouldn't get a chance. And like, you're seeing a lot more unknown directors and writers and stuff getting chances to do stuff because it was like, hey, we've got the streaming service. We'll pay them however much to put their content on there and promote that. And it grew to an amazing place. I hope that it's because I know Netflix has been canceling a lot of things, and we're going to get into the list of stuff that got canceled for HBO, but it's like, I'm nervous. I'm nervous for streaming services. We're seeing more and more reality shows come on there. And it's like, we already went through this through cable, So it's like the content that we really, really love. I kind of feel like it's slowly like we're in the precipice of a decline in content and quality.
Unless you watch anime.
I think that might be the only one that's safe.
That's the only one that's kind of still booming right now.
Yeah, it's like it's goodness, but it's like I like watching.
So what do you guys think the future of streaming is going to be like?
I'm nervous because I don't even care. I don't even watch it.
The only thing that I wish for these streaming services to do, because like I've noticed it on our TV at home, like because we have like a lot of them, can they choose like a different color palette? Because I accidentally be clicking on HBO Max when I mean to click on Paramount, and it looks exactly like another one. Like they're all like the same, like
Funimation
like blue,
has that
bluish purple or indigo. Like, can we get like
that's facts
so that I could
get some different colors? Like, you know what I'm saying? Netflix got red and black. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, they got that cool. Crunchyroll don't even have a TV app, which they need to. And that could be orange. Like somebody could be yellow. Like can we split it up so that way we know what we clicking into?
It used to be like that back in the day when they used to like you turn to NBC and Kelly have like a little peacock thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like you go on Fox and they got like that, like they have their logos, but they like, man, Just do what y'all do.
Yeah, but to your question, I am nervous. Like there was like an excitement that I had, but especially with the stuff that's been going on with the HBO stuff and then Netflix, they were there was something that I was watching yesterday. This guy who does like he reports on like Disney parks and Disney Plus and Disney stuff like that, and he was talking about how Disney recently had a like an event or something like that, or they posted something about like their numbers, like how they did for their quarter, and how including all of their like their global, India and Latin America and all the different areas that they are in. I think in the last quarter they beat Netflix in subscribers, but again, that's including like a lot of other and they're comparing that, I think, to Netflix US, right? Mm-hmm. So it's already starting to kind of get that edge in. And I definitely don't like how Disney Plus is doing things, right? And so I don't want, it makes me nervous because a lot of the times, especially now, we're seeing less about quality and care in regards to the content that's being done and more like, hey, how do we make that money? How do we make that money? Where there used to be a hand in hand between quality and money, like the best, like the shows that were done very well would make a lot of money. Game of Thrones, up until that last season, because we just forgot about the last season, but Game of Thrones like made bank for HBO and Warner because of what they were doing. So much so that they were slotted before the last season to have like 3 prequels and a bunch of stuff, but the last season happened and then that got pooped on. But they have one that's coming. But I'm nervous. I feel like people are going to be like, "Oh, Disney's beating Netflix. Let's do what Disney does." And I like how Netflix does a lot of their shows and their content and what they did. We loved Disney shows or Marvel shows, excuse me, when they were on Netflix.
No, we didn't.
So. Yeah, Daredevil. Didn't you watch some of Daredevil? And you said that one was good.
That's the wrong person.
I thought you said you saw some of Daredevil.
My girl watched Daredevil.
Okay, well,
and Flash.
Right. Well, no, Flash isn't. Flash is CW, so that's not.
Flash is the Power Rangers now, though.
Power Rangers. Well, they're canceled. Yeah, they did cancel it too. That's on the cancel.
Oh, they canceled that too. Thank God.
That's the last season. No, that's gonna go until we die.
I'm about to say, Power Rangers always been lit to me.
They always evolving.
The Flash just look like
the Flash,
stupid now.
Yeah, it was real crazy.
Don't come for the Flash. Well, I'm just saying they're like I haven't watched this. Once they like added more and more people to the team, I was like, this is really getting very campy, more campy than it was before.
That's what they did
after the Arrowverse.
With Arrow, right? Because Arrow was cool.
Yes,
first,
he was great until
adding a whole bunch of people. I'm like, man, now it's a circus. I don't care no more.
I didn't like, and I was mad when I watched because I bumped off of Arrow before they added more of the team. Because when Felicity was getting more and more, and she was a love interest, I felt like the writing kind of was like, ugh. So I stopped watching it. But when they had one of the one where the universes kind of come together, what are they called? The Crisis episodes.
Crisis on Infinite.
Yeah. When they showed like the Arrow people, and I was mad when the guy is naturally his fro, but when he's super, he got cornrows. How that make sense? He got a braider to braid him before he changed. We know braiding don't take 20 minutes to 30 minutes to put on your outfit. They braid him while you put on your outfit. I was like, nah.
Yeah, the power of braiding. That's what comes with his.
That's part of his power is that his hair braids itself.
Yeah, Damien Dark is where me and Jasmine exited off the Arrowverse. I don't know. It was when he came on the screen. Me and Jasmine
I was like, what?
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Damien Dark. We was like, and then we stopped watching Arrow.
Yeah, then Flash got stupid after Savitar. After the Savitar arc, it got dumb, and Godspeed is now
lame.
Or I was about to say something else, but I'm not trying not to cuss. But,
is that the one that takes drugs? Because isn't there one that has to like take the
drug, I think so. I think they made him a druggie because in the comics, that boy.
In the comics, he was a savage. He was a problem. Now they over there on the show fighting copies of
multiple him's. What the hell? I don't know.
Copies of him that look like he's in pajamas, and then they're fighting him with like Speed Force Shuriken and Speed Force
Oh, the
Which-
lightning, like that's how he starts the lightning. He's like,
it's looking dumb. It's looking mighty dumb. I was like,
I was liking it up until when they were like adding more and more to the team, and I'm just like, I like the original. The first season's the greatest season of Flash, honestly. After that, it's not so bad, but then it does kind of get a little bad and stuff like that. But yeah, so Warner Brothers Discovery will aim to make the new streaming service profitable in the US in 2024 for its global streaming segment to generate $1 billion in revenue by 2025. Right now, there's no name or pricing system for the new service. So I guess it's going to be something new that they're doing.
Why don't they just merge? So HBO Max is merging with Discovery. Why don't Discovery just merge with HBO Max? Because obviously everybody is already.
How many people got Discovery Plus? Which I didn't even
know.
Discovery.
Obviously, a lot of people must have Discovery Plus. So I don't know.
I didn't even know they had a plus. Like, what? We discovered you already. Discovery. What more do you have?
Everybody
they got Unsolved Mysteries. That's my shit. But other than that, yeah, I can't think of no reason to have them.
That's wild. That's wild. Before we go into the next thing, as far as like the cancellations, because there was like the cancellations and then like fall back from the Zaslav. That's his name, Zaslav, the new CEO or the CEO. I don't know if he's new or not.
Wait, CEO of who? Of what?
Of he's the CEO of Discover. Now it's whatever their name is going to be.
Do you think they have a better do you think they have better hands? Because HBO did get bought out by AT&T at one point. And AT&T is a communications company, so I don't know.
So that's what originally it's like AT&T's Warner Media unit. That's what like the whole title was called,
and then paranormal shit though.
Discovery is gonna, but AT&T at one point was trying to sell off DC because they felt like, DC wasn't really generating enough for it to exist on with Warner, so they were gonna I
would love Microsoft to go ahead and snag DC up and stop playing.
Somebody with care. I'm just like, this is boo boo. Okay, so before we go into, we did have a couple super chats. So shout out to you guys for sending in your super chats. The first super chat we have is from CJ. Shout out to you. Love you all. PS just moved to my dorm at Claflin University. Congratulations. Okay. Congratulations. Congrats.
Enjoy that debt. Let me stop. Hey, it's the truth. It's the truth.
It's a good experience.
It's a good experience. You're paying a lot for a great experience. Yes.
You're going to love it. Don't be scared to make your own decisions too.
True. Yeah, have your own mind. Have your own mind.
Yeah, that too.
Shout out to Miku Cheese Harry. Very unique name. Thank you so much for the super chat. I have questions. Why did you choose that name? Just like
I was trying to read if it's one of those ones where it's like
yeah, because the way Christine said it was all cheerful, happy, but I was like,
Miku.
I was trying to see if it was one of those ones that it means something when you read it.
You say it 3 times fast, Christine.
Michael Choose Harry, 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 Michael Choose Harry.
Michael Choose Harry, Michael Cheese Harry.
Michael Choose Cheese Harry.
Miku Cheese
Harry.
Harry.
Trying to figure it out.
Oh, is it that one?
I'm like, is it just?
Y'all got me trying to figure
I think that's just his name. I think.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get the fuck up out of here, dude. Y'all have a great day.
Probably been listening to a lot of Unsolved Mysteries. He's like,
he probably like, no, mama, name me that shit. Miku Cheese Harry Cheese.
Oh, read the interns are. So we have some interns in the back. They're helping us.
Oh, I knew it was one of those. My coochie's Harry. I knew it. I told you.
I ain't say it either. I was like, go ahead, Christine. So I threw Christine under that bus. Go ahead, Christine. Go say that three different times.
I knew it was one of them motherfuckers. My coochie's Harry. Well, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I said it like so many times, and we're like, I don't get it. Like, I don't hear it.
I knew it was one of those, bro. I knew it.
I ain't gonna say it.
That's so like early 2000s, bro. We felt nostalgic. We was trying to figure it out and shit.
It felt
I was trying to figure it out. I was like, man, I know it's one of them.
Oh yeah, ICUP. I remember that.
ICUP.
That's when you put like,
wow, that was
yes. And you put 5008 in your calculator and turn it upside down. Remember? I used to do that too.
In your calculator, turn it upside down.
You said 3 and 4?
The 304. Put 304 on the
Okay.
calculator.
Okay. I get it. I get it.
Chrissy didn't know what it was. Chrissy didn't know. She said,
Did y'all do the one?
I get it.
Did y'all do the one when you tell someone to bend over and spell run?
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we used
What
to
is
get
that?
bend over and spell
run.
Do it.
Spell run real quick, Jess.
RUN.
Yeah, but you tell them to bend over and spell it.
I got
we
you.
get in trouble for that one.
I
she
got
still
you.
ain't get it. She said,
hey,
obviously not.
Was turning. Those gears was turning.
I was like, what you mean?
What the hell is that?
Podcast. I'm tweaking.
I was waiting because I was like, is she gonna get up and do it? I
thought I had to like get up.
What that's supposed to mean?
For some reason, I was like, get up and you are. I was like, what?
Oh, backwards.
I was like, what?
And you are. What kind of sex is that?
I was like, this is some code I don't understand.
Yeah, I ain't really turned on no more. I'm going to get out of here. It was nice meeting you. Like, okay, well, call me. No, I'm good.
He said, call me. Okay, so next thing, shout out to you guys for the super chat, even though, oh wait, we do have one more. Hold on, I'm trying to glance first before I try to read your name. King Curly, Multiverse is saving WB to be real. Is it? I mean, it's a fun game, but is it really saving WB? Like, is it saving WB at all?
Going anywhere?
No.
They
got like 3 DC characters in there anyway. They only got 3 DC characters in there. What the hell?
Yeah,
compared to
but it is a multiverse, like WB, you know, the Game of Thrones and Looney Tunes and all that stuff. But I don't know. I wouldn't say that it's saving them. It's a fun game.
Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. It's only 3 DC characters.
And that game got a lot of nerfs today, so I want to see if everybody's gonna play them.
Okay, I was playing that later today.
Who I got nerfed? What happened?
Oh, Velma got nerfed.
Let me tell you,
Velma got nerfed. Iron Man got nerfed. Finn got nerfed. Who else?
What about Jake?
All
nerfed?
the annoying ones. Yep, Jake got
a little nerfed.
That little, what's the little nigga? The little dude, my bad. The little star dude.
Dog one?
No, the dude with the shield.
Steven.
That mug is open. Man, I just got my ass beat by one. Look, I beat this nigga ass the first time because he was playing I forgot who. And I started teabagging. Boy, he pulled out this little dude and he did some shit when he went on the edge of the map and put a bubble out. And I couldn't get back up. I was like, oh, this so bullshit.
They hit him with that
on the edge, like fighting, like nigga move. Like he was like this bullshit.
He could sit on the edge and be his bubble, and you can't get up. And then there's another one where like Jake stretches on the edge. So
I couldn't help but laugh.
Get up either. So it's a lot.
I was like, that shit was OP. I was mad I didn't learn him first.
Me and Dwayne yesterday fought literally before the patch 2 Velmas that were it was a team of 2 Velmas.
Wait, so what was bad about Velma? I never used to have no trouble with her.
Then after what we just experienced yesterday, I see why they
spamming projectiles. And you know, me and Jazz like more melee characters, right? So you know, they could just sit across the map and like spam
and just snipe you with words the entire match.
I ain't never had that. What they do with Shaggy?
They did something with his sidekick a little bit.
Okay.
Because they said that nobody could like counter it or anything.
Bullshit, boy.
I'm talking about like if I
mirror matches out.
You just kick because I remember he played a Shaggy spamming triangle, bro.
Shit, no, I only do it. It ain't good as people think. I didn't think it was that good. I only use it when you get your health to get really high. Then I use it because once it hits you once, you're out of there.
Probably your skills. Yeah. I'm talking about the people that aren't skilled that just spam all day. Just spam, you know what I'm saying? Man, no combos. I want to see in the back of the map is Velma and just throw heat-seeking words at you, and they follow you.
That's crazy. I never know Velma was.
Yes, Velma was.
He was up there like that. That's a good game. I ain't played it in a minute.
Oh, and then Jake and Velma could too. They could infinitely spam words if he turns into a house.
And we saw that what is it? The Gremlins and
and Black Adam.
And Black Adam, are coming.
Oh, Black Adam.
Oh, the Gremlins? What?
Yeah, Gremlins.
Yes,
exactly.
Oh, that's gonna be fire.
Look at it. Me and Dwayne saw it. I was like, yo, a Gremlin?
Where y'all see that at?
As soon as you log in, Multiverse, they got like a sneak preview of like the next character.
Okay.
I ain't been on the game in a few days.
Breaking news.
You heard it here first.
Breaking news, okay.
All right, so then the next news is with Batgirl was canceled. We talked about that a little bit. There's like a list of things that got canceled or were affected by the DC Warner Brothers merger, right? Or not, sorry. DC and it's hard to say all these things. There's a lot of properties. There was a merger. There was some things happening. All right. And I'm calling it HBO cancel fever, although it's Warner Brothers cancel fever. So Strange Adventures. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but it's a show that got canceled, and it's there. Kevin Smith said it's a Strange Adventures being a casualty kind of made sense to me. I'm like, nobody necessarily knows these characters, and it sounded like an expensive show. So they let that go. We know Batgirl got canceled. Everybody's really upset. I mean, she was the first.
Yeah, I was super upset.
I don't know what the proper term is, but first Latin female Batman or Batgirl, excuse me, not Batman, Batgirl, and she got canceled. I know there was like drama between fans and the CEO Zaslav, who was trying to say that it wasn't, or because people were like, "Is it racial?" He's like, "It wasn't racial," but he's like, "It saves money," but we're like, "You already made the movie, I guess advertising might be a lot of money, but still you could put on your streaming platform that you have." So it doesn't make any sense, especially when, in the other hand, as of a couple days ago, so I don't know if anything changed in the past couple days, but Flash, the movie, is still happening. And that man, Ezra Miller, they have been doing like a lot of crazy behind ish. So there's like that comparison. How does that make sense, right? How does that make sense? The Wonder Twins, that was like something that they had announced because they had remember they had like a showcase. We talked about it where they announced a lot of things. The Wonder Twins was one of the things that they announced. The film nearly entered production, but it was canceled in May. And it is believed that, and this is an article per IGN, it is believed to be a casualty of a studio concerned with cutting costs and focusing on theatrical releases over streaming exclusives. But the thing is, like, you already started, production I get for this movie, but Batgirl, you finished the movie. It doesn't make sense.
Hearing rumors like they said it was like there'll be a tax write-off or something like that.
Yeah, he said it's a tax write. I think that was a quote from him. He said it's a tax write-off.
That's wild. That's wild. I don't understand. That is an insult. That kind of high key is. I don't understand how you make a whole movie and everything and be like, yeah, that's going to be a tax write-off because you didn't put it out. Like, it's still made. So
right.
Hey.
So Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom has been pushed back to 2023.
Wow.
Post-production. Yeah. Post-production is
Charlie, I don't know. I feel a little shady when you said, "Oh man," like that. Like you like.
No, because I was sad that it's pushed back. I'm triggered a little bit.
Oh, you like Aquaman?
Yeah. Oh, nigga. I rock with dog.
Yeah, I like Jason Momoa, but the first Aquaman was okay. Oh well, he's not in it. Maybe it's scary.
Tyler, aren't you the one telling me about C?
C, just the letter C.
Yeah, it's like it's like an Apple TV show, and it's like everyone in the world is blind.
I ain't heard of that. It's just called like SEE.
Yeah,
I ain't heard of that. No, that wasn't me.
You heard? I know Christine heard about it. That's her.
I've heard of it. I never watched it, but I heard of it.
That's like I said. Like it's a show. It's I think apocalyptic show where everybody in the world is blind.
Mm-hmm. And it was like a thing because I heard it's a really good show. And then what's his name had recently joined the cast from Guardians of the Galaxy, the wrestler. What's his name again?
Batista.
I was about to say Baptiste. Batista.
Yeah, Batista.
I was about to say Baptiste.
Baptiste. I might gotta watch it. Let me watch a little bit. See what
it's like Baptiste. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Aquaman got pushed back to 2023. They're saying it's still happening and post-production is underway for the sequel. And with everybody reprising their roles. Though we don't know what's going to happen with what's her name and her role and all that stuff. But we're not going to talk about that. That's not, the thing that we're going to talk about. But
I don't even know what we're talking about now.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not going to talk about it. If I tell her, if I say it to you, you would know who we're talking about.
You're right. Okay, yeah. I know now.
Look. I know you love. So they had announced that. You know what? It was at the DC event last year. That's where they had announced a lot of these things that are now getting canceled. And we had covered it. It was like streamed for a long time, and we had one of the hosts on the show last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, last year. So I was like, we've heard these announcements, and that's what it was. It was at the DC event that they had, the virtual event they had last year, that they announced all these things. So J.J. Abrams' Justice League Dark Universe. And I'm looking right now to see the face of all these shows are murky in the wake of the merger. The lack of recent updates, coupled with the cancellation of Abrams' other series, Demimonde, which I don't know, it's a sci-fi series. They're not sure if that's going to make it. Superman reboots, which was announced its intention to feature a Black actor in the lead role. There were rumors that Michael B. Jordan. Remember, we had talked about there might be a Black Superman, and they were talking about.
I can't wait for the internet.
Michael B. Jordan.
Shit.
Well,
it's about to be good.
You might have to wait because after the merger, they don't really know what's going to be happening with that situation. Although learned that Jordan is producing his own. Huh?
That'd be weird.
What if they have a Black Superman?
That'd be weird.
I don't think it would be weird. I think, it depends on what his story is, what his background is. Is he wearing Tim's and Fitted, or is it like Miles Morales? Does he wear? Is his power that his waves go? Is his power that his hair goes from a fro to cornrows? That's what I want to know. If it's not that, then I think it could be a good story. The only thing is with rumors about possibly with Black Panther, that the whole, is it Shuri or is it Killmonger? That could get dicey if he's also Superman and if he is.
Black Panther, thought you were about to say something else. Oh shit. Never mind.
Okay, I don't know what you're gonna say, but DC Legends of Tomorrow and Batwoman, they were both canceled. I thought, in my defense, Legends of Tomorrow been canceled. So when I learned that they recently, I was like, oh, the show is still going. I thought they got canceled after one of the last crises or whatever you call it. Flash. What'd you say?
I said I'm glad that got canceled.
It was not good.
Turned into
the first 3 seasons of Legends was fire.
Oh, it was good?
It was good. I remember you guys watched it
at a point, and then they just started doing random stuff.
Yeah, they started doing random stuff.
It just turned goofy. Like it just seems like all the CW like DC shows just was like, it's good in the beginning, and then they hit like this middle point where they just like, we don't know what to do, so let's just do a whole bunch of BS, and then like it just makes the shows crumble. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Because I would see them in the crisis, and that one guy, the one, there was the Frost guy, his friend, his acting. I was just like, okay, this guy is the hothead. I don't know what his power was, but like, I was like, okay, this guy, he's a bit much for me. So I never watched the show. Like this guy, something. Flash, we talked about that, got canceled. It's going to have a shorter season 9, 13 episodes, but that'll be the end of that show. There's good news and bad news for fans of the Superman and Lois series. Did you guys ever watch that? Because I know you guys were.
No,
I heard it was fire. I heard it was fire though. I heard it was really good.
What show?
Superman and Lois.
Oh,
I don't care for Superman that much. So
okay. Because I like that actor. I did watch the first episode and I kind of liked it, but then there were some things. But I was like, I just kind of fell out of it. It was like off my radar. So that apparently it's the bad news for some people is that it's severing or has severed its connections to the Arrowverse. But I mean, is that really a bad thing now?
Didn't Arrow get canceled? So isn't that why?
Right.
Isn't that why?
But Arrowverse is what they were calling, all these shows that were doing like the Crises and the Infinite Earths and all that stuff. I thought in the Infinite Earths that everything was kind of separated and stuff like that, but I don't know. Gotham Knights, the show that you guys wanted the most.
We did.
Do you guys remember the image? Do you guys remember the image?
Yep, I sure do.
The CW, and this is the latest show I think that they had announced that they were doing, and we had talked about it, and I showed you guys the trailer and everything, and that was quite hilarious. That show had gotten canceled. It was CW already ordered Gotham Knights to series. They're saying season 1 is likely to see the light of day, but they don't know if it's going to be on CW or HBO Max. But I'm like, what? Okay.
We don't want it.
I know it's something. People are wondering if Blue Beetle which is currently in the midst of filming, if that's going to be on the chopping block or not.
That is the one thing I do want to see. I do want to see Blue Beetle, but
it's currently planned to be an HBO Max exclusive, but we read in the other article how they kind of want to focus more on theatrical releases versus exclusives for HBO Max. So we're going to see how that kind of plays out. But the Flash movie is still set to go out, but it's like next news. Let's just move on.
Oh, next topic. We off HBO?
We're off of that. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Flash thing. We know he's doing his thing, and they're still loving his. I'm not.
I felt like I just watched everything on HBO.
Let me hold on a second. No, because they ain't gonna be on HBO. That's the thing we was talking about. You ain't paying attention. All right, next thing on the news. Is Disney Plus. Apparently, there was these are rumors, right? There was a bidding war for Bleach. 1,000-Year Blood War, right? And the rumor is that Disney won the bidding war against Crunchyroll, and that this series of Bleach, or the season of Bleach, or this arc of Bleach, I guess, because anime is different, right? Is set to be licensed by Disney Plus and on there. So I want to know your thought. I know, Dwayne, you watch Bleach. And I think Jazz, you watch it too, because I remember Dwayne, you sent me that picture of that guy that makes me want to watch Bleach. I just finished my family.
Grimjow Jigga. Hold on, I'm gonna bring my boy out. What's my boy?
Yeah, go ahead, bring him out.
You talking about my boy right here? Talking about my boy?
Yeah, zoom a little closer to the camera. I'm trying to see him in all his glory. Yes, there you go. Oh, and I see some abs. Move your finger over a little bit. Okay, there you go.
I want to see his abs got a whole hole in it, and it still look nice.
Right, he has a hole in there.
He has a hole in his abs, and it still looks cool.
I gotta look at more pictures.
How much grip you gotta have to have a hole in your abs and still look nice? That's crazy.
That muscle.
Y'all stop peeing over my boy though.
I was almost rooting for
you. Sent me the picture.
I just wanted to let you know. I just wanted to first of all hip you to Bleach. You know what I mean?
I want to see Bleach now because of that. I just finished Spy Family. I'm all caught up on Spy Family. So I have a slot open, and I'm like, I might be putting him on the roster.
So wrong.
How? The anime slots that I have.
Okay. Yes, you said anime slot, but never mind.
But this show being, or the potential of this show being on Disney Plus, because per the article that I gave you guys, animegeek.com, mind you, I do want to say a special shout out to the interns for grabbing these articles and grabbing all the info and stuff like that for us. Shout out to them. Y'all are in here. Whoop whoop. Shout out to you. So upon reading this article, some of the complaints that people have is that they're afraid that and I'm guessing these are people who don't watch Disney Plus, because there's this fear that, they're not going to simulcast it and post it weekly, but that they're just going to dump the episodes. And I'm like, clearly you don't watch Disney Plus, because all we've been complaining about is how they've been posting weekly versus dumping so it's bingeable, But for you guys, because we've talked about Disney Plus and we've, been upset with a lot of things and decisions they've been making, would this be something that raises Disney Plus's stock in your eyes? Like for you, like between Dwayne and Jazz, because you guys have watched Bleach and you know what Bleach has to offer.
Mm-hmm. I just hope they don't cut nothing out. That's it. Like if there's blood and there's action scenes and them
they cursing,
yeah, like
they cursing it
out. Yes, they do.
Well, show gonna be trash.
That's why I'm like, if they do and like end up like making it like a black scene or some whiteout scene, if somebody gets their arm cut off or something like that, I'm gonna stop watching it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'll just read it at that point because I'm like, no.
So one of the interns was saying they shouldn't have any creative control, only streaming rights, because I think that's what they got.
That's how it should honestly be.
But since it's on their since it's on their platform though, can't they still like cut things out, or is that?
Oh yeah, they can. They don't have to find a say so.
They shouldn't, is what I'm trying to say. They should not try.
But it's their reputation. It ain't. I guarantee it's gonna be cut out. They probably dropped a big ass bag. Bleach. Them niggas who ever made Bleach probably don't care. Like we out the gang, got that big ass check, and let Disney do what they do.
But I'm saying for Disney, I'm like, if y'all gonna make the whole like adult side. And then the kids.
Are they doing that? Are they making an adult?
They got Deadpool.
They did before Deadpool came over.
All right, well, never mind then.
So if you have the adult side, let it be adult and don't cut anything out. Let us see what is there, and let us have it. Because kids.
For you guys, is Bleach a family-friendly anime, or is it like more on the adult side? Okay.
They got some dope fights.
I like a 14 plus. I would say.
Yeah, I would say 14 plus. It's not like they have like like sex scenes or nothing like that.
Yeah,
I used to just watch I used to just watch their fight scenes online. Like,
it's just
they
a
got
lot of action. And
they boxing.
They cut stuff off. Yeah, cut body parts off sometimes. Stuff like that. But it's not like it's like, oh my god, gory. Like it's okay.
It ain't no Tokyo Ghoul. It ain't no Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh yeah, no.
So someone had mentioned. I'm gonna just drop this in here. Moonlight 2.0.
Moonlight could have been a really good show, man.
It really could have.
It had everything it needed to be a really good show.
But they're saying like about Bleach being Moonlight 2.0, like every time there's like a battle, like black, 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 and then bodies everywhere.
So trash.
Nah, I don't think so.
I'd be like, don't even show us the show if y'all gonna do that, because that's what everybody's
doing. Facts. Don't do that.
I think they destroyed that show. Moonlight could have been fire. Even the first episode, I was like, "Ooh, this shit gonna be good."
And especially with how long people have waited for Bleach to come back, because at one point it wasn't, and everybody was trying to accept that.
The fans
and then and so like for you to come back and be like, "Oh, we're coming back," and you get us all riled up and hyped up because come back, and you don't show us what we want to see, people are gonna riot. Okay. They will cancel their Disney subscription just because.
Can I say something? Yeah. I kind of hope, that happens that way. So that way Disney will be forced to make changes.
Christine, don't let Bleach be the
Disney be forced. They are like the fucking McDonald's of entertainment.
Yeah, but like money wise, because here's the thing, the anime audience, they are just as bad, if not worse than Star Wars audience. Okay. So if they F it up, if they F this up, this might be the thing where like the uproar and the social media uproar might be the thing that is needed for me to be like, yes, change it up. Like
you can do
it. No, I'm sorry, because they don't put my.
I'm about to say, I don't know about putting Bleach in the line of fire. I don't know. Like we didn't wait. Like if they do it for another anime that we haven't been waiting years for it to come back, okay, try it on that one. But not Bleach. Like I don't know.
But I know people are like, don't do Bleach like that. Like, no, listen, I don't want any show to fail, right? I just want something to happen, where the people who make the decisions in regards to Disney Plus's app and how they run the shows, something that forces them to wisen up and be better, because they are pooping the bed right now and we all in the bed. Okay.
Not me. I'm in Hulu's bed and Netflix.
Hulu be going crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hulu has a lot of great exclusive content.
We just watched.
I gotta finish.
Right.
What'd you say?
Prey. Which one's Prey? Is that
Prey's like a Predator prequel?
The Predator one?
Yeah. That was good.
Is it a show or a movie?
It's a movie.
Okay. And it's pretty good?
Yeah,
okay.
That's good.
I don't want spoilers. That's why I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah. I loved Predators. Predators was such a good movie. I've rewatched that a bunch of times.
Predator, like the first one?
No, Predators. It was the one with
2010.
there's like a lot of it had crap. Blade, the guy was about to play Blade. This was the first time I ever saw him acting.
How new is it? Because they got a lot. they got a lot.
Let me look it up because it was Predators. It had Adrian Brody.
No, she's saying Predator. Remember when we looked at the list, Dwayne said we watched Predator, and then it was Predator 2.
Predators came out in 2010. It has Predators. Yeah. Mahershala Ali, Adrian Brody, Topher Grace. It had a few people in there. It's a really good movie. Solid movie. I loved it. But yeah, I'll check out Prey. I need to finish 9 Perfect Strangers because that show was like, it seemed like it was normal, and it's like I was like, oh wait, what's happening now? So I definitely got to check it out. Okay, next thing. Now that Bleach may or may not be the saving grace of Disney Plus, we'll see. But
I can still hear you.
Okay, as far as Hogwarts prequel game is delayed again, and I don't know if this matters to you guys, but Hogwarts and Harry Potter means everything to me.
You'll get it you only get it like a couple months. You can wait a couple more months.
Right. It's not even like it's pushed back that much. That's why I don't really care too much.
Right,
Like,
it's in February.
Like,
Yeah, it's February. Actually, that's my mother's birthday. Even though it means nothing to her either. But I'm like,
I was about to say, is she a big Harry Potter fan? I was like,
no, she's not. But you know what? I'm gonna call her today and be like, "Mommy, guess what?"
But if it's only a couple months pushback, that's pretty good though.
Yeah, like
I just mean they probably make it something
as long
better.
as it's good.
Wow.
they
That's
said
my
holiday.
honest feeling.
They said holiday, so it's like
they might be
ain't
adding
really
more black
confirmed.
hairstyles in there. Who knows? And that's
Well, hopefully, let's not Elden Ring
No,
it.
we saw the black hairstyles they had. They had some fire black hairstyles on that thing.
Yeah, they had a few.
I just want them more to be fun, but man, because it kind of gives me like Dragon Age freaking Fable vibes. I was like, I want this shit to be amazing.
Right now, it's set to launch February 10th. From its previous one to February 10th of 2023, and this is per TheVerge.com. They want to ensure, Portkey says that they want to ensure the game receive the time it needs. And I understand that. My thing is, as long as it's good and we don't get Cyberpunk, bruh. That's like, because they delayed.
Man,
I don't think we're gonna get. I would hope not. But around that time, War's supposed to be coming out, so that's what I would be playing. Ooh.
You said what? Oh, God of War. Oh,
God of War.
When is it? Did it get pushed or is it?
No, it's coming out this holiday. I think like November. I'm gonna be
okay.
Right in Midgard.
I'm
crazy.
Pokemon.
Man, I can't.
So that's why I'm like, I really don't mind for it to be on delay because I'm gonna be training my Pokemon.
I can't wait for this Pokemon. I'm about
with
all the starters.
You're talking about the Scarlet one, the one that's multiplayer. Now I'm excited for that, but also like Nintendo's internet. Like, hello,
Yeah,
I don't want Animal Crossing problems.
How is this one multiplayer? This Pokemon, is it something different?
You can join and like find Pokemon in somebody else's like game.
Like play together. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's like open world. That's why I told you to play Pokemon Arceus. What is it?
I didn't want to play that shit.
Yeah.
That shit was gonna be
It gives you a taste of what you're gonna deal with in the future.
It's like literally both
Arceus
like
or whatever.
The new game is literally Arceus,
yeah,
and like the regular Pokemon games, but like put together.
I cannot fucking wait, man.
I think this is like the new path that they're going to be taking. I think this is the new direction.
Been an open world Pokemon game for a long time.
Man, I've been wanting the Pokemon MMO for a long time.
Yep. This is the first time that, like, because I'm a water starter all the time. Every time
always grass.
Pokemon come out, I'm always
grass.
water. But looking at the grass starter for this one, I'm like, that one looks so damn cute, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. The fire you usually always make me want to pick because the fire always has this dope ass.
I love fire.
I always love fire look.
Yeah,
but I always run grass, man. But all 3D starters look freaking amazing to me. But I was like, oh, this grass about to go crazy, dog.
Yep. So I don't know which one I'm gonna get because that duck is cute too. His little hat. I'm like, I feel like he's gonna be so cold looking. In his
water ones be too overpowered, man. Them water ones.
Let me see what
powered ass.
What colors
I
is this?
thought everybody hated the fire types because they was overpowered.
They are strong, but man, I feel like the water they always got like this one attack that's just like so powerful. Like man, shit like that. Freaking the beam one, I forgot what it was called. Like
bubble beam.
No. The one where it's like a straight, like a string that come out like a water, like a damn. Like when you clean your car.
Shoot. I feel like I know what you're talking
that
about.
Shit, I forgot what it's called. Boy, that shit is deadly. Like damn, I'm water type too. Shit.
Oh, okay, I see what you guys are saying here. They are adorable, except for the one with the big mouth. I'm like, he okay.
Oh, you don't like the fire crocodile?
What?
Isn't his name Fuecoco or Fueco? I was like, okay.
His name,
I was like, okay, people. Y'all could have done better with these names. Okay.
What was the new one called again? Pokemon
Scarlet and Violet. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
They got and then I think the legendaries are like motorcycles, so you can
ride them like motorcycles.
That shit. So
that's
they need
the
to make it.
Thing I thought was kind of dumb. I was like, I don't.
They need to make it so you cannot bring legendaries online in online battles. That shit is so annoying, man. Because then it just turns to everybody using the legendaries.
Oh, Mando ain't never fight with legendaries.
Me neither.
Right?
Never. Like, that's why I used to like tournaments when they apply it. Like you can't use duplicates and you can't use legendaries.
Like, there go my little fire crop. Look at my little fire crop.
This is more about to be freaking
that duck is so adorable.
That's that duck. I don't know.
Sorry, that duck's zesty as hell, boy.
That duck is fire. The duck made me think of Animal Crossing. I don't know if I remember Animal Crossing. They had this island you can like go to and shit. It was like you can cheat. It was like the old ones and shit. But he made me think of Animal Crossing.
That duck is adorable.
Wasn't that Quaxley?
I feel like I'm gonna end up getting a duck, but
what's the grass name?
That grass one looks cool.
Let me see.
What?
The only thing that scares me with the grass type is that I feel like it's gonna look cute now and then like grow.
I'll be look beastie when it grows. And use like some big ass plant, like it just look fucking like nature is just huge. Like
I'm gonna get the ducky. I would get the ducky.
You just abandon the fire type.
Mr. Ducky, you're the one.
Okay, all right, bro. All right. Next, we go to the next thing. I'm
haters. Okay, so okay, we're getting the names. Yeah, the duck is Quaxley. Fire is Fuecoco.
Fuecoco, my flake.
Sounds like
my flake. Fuecoco, my flake. I can't wait. What is it about to be fire?
And the grass one is Spregadito. What is okay, we got Fuecoco, Quaxley, and Spregadito.
This sound like some ghetto assholes. This sound like three ghetto assholes.
No, Spregatito. I'm reading the thing. Spregatito. Ah, like a little cat, but sprig, like for like plants. Okay, all right.
I know.
One of them
do hair. Matter
they're Mexican and this is racist.
That one sell plates. Yeah, these some hoes. I knew these names. Their Pokemon ain't slick.
That's what I said when I saw Fuecoco. I was like, nobody's upset. Nobody's upset.
I think Quaxley do hair. That motherfucker like wet and shit too. Like, okay, hey, ask Quaxley do my shit. You know she up the price.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
No, I didn't forget Spanish, but it's like the Spregatito. Like somebody should be upset by this, I feel. But I mean,
no, you don't. Stop being upset at shit.
Why?
No, you don't.
No. Listen, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying so. Should was the wrong word. I'm surprised no one is. People are upset about the smallest things. So being surprised, like nobody being upset, is surprising to me. Is what I'm trying to say. I said it wrong.
Please, nobody be upset. Please.
Fuecoco. They're going to be. But I choose the duck. He's adorable. Quaxley. All right. Next news. Is that the next news? Just kidding. I was like, hold on. I was on the. Oh yeah. So Disney. I was on the right thing. Disney. No, you calm down and look at the runner show that I gave you. Okay, I gave you a document which told you all the information. All right. Disney and Marvel they've announced that they're going to be streaming their game showcase on September 9th. So it's Disney and Marvel's game showcase September 9th on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. 10 p.m. Pacific. No, not 10. Sorry, that's a 1. Just kidding. 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm interested.
You already know I'm hoping to see Marvel Spider-Man 2.
We better. Oh, and Wolverine. Hopefully something like a little clip or
hopefully
something.
a little something about Wolverine. Like we still making them. Be patient. But Marvel Spider-Man comes out next year, so please don't get pushed back. Please don't push them back. Woo.
When is it set right now?
It's just 2023, so we don't know if we're gonna get it like in the summer or the winter or whatever. But it's 2023.
Okay. Someone said that's probably for State of Play. Hopefully, no. Since it is Marvel, I do want to see Spider-Man. I want to see more of that. I want to see Wolverine. I do want to see. Disney has this game that it seems like it's kind of open world game where you're like with the characters from different Disney properties, and you have like your home and you kind of like build, but you have like adventures and stuff like that. I want to see more of that, because the clips that I've seen of it looked pretty cool and looked pretty decent. So I want to see what they've got going. But that's September 9th, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific time, everywhere where you can watch things. And chat, let us know what you guys want to see. Yeah, Dreamlight Valley. That's what it's called, Dreamlight Valley. I want to see more of that.
Me too.
It's not Kingdom Hearts, Sebastian. I'm talking about Dreamlight Valley, okay? But yeah. So next on the news is Kenya Barris, who created Blackish and Grownish and Black AF, and he's done a bunch of other things. He's currently set to write and direct a reimagining of Wizard of Oz for Warner Brothers. But I mean, hopefully everything's going to be good now that they've merged. You know, we're reading this like after the merges and all the cancellations and stuff like that. But this article came from deadline.com and it was posted August 15th. So actually today. So everything should be good. This should be safe to say. But he's writing a reimagining of the Wizard of Oz, and Collabo Inc. Society is producing. I don't know anything about them. Let me look them up actually really quick. Since it was announced, to see what they've produced. But that makes me think like I think of what was the Oz? Is that what it was called? What was the ease on down the Wiz. I kind of feel like this is gonna be like the Wiz, maybe.
That's what I said. I
don't really care that much, because I'm like, we've already had the Wizard of Oz, and then we had the Wiz, which had like, you know, Michael Jackson and all that in there. So what else are y'all?
And they have Wicked, which is from the witches from Wizard of Oz. There was like a Broadway play that they're going to bring as a movie. I think they're doing 2 movies for Wicked.
I'm just not excited for all of the reimaginings of stories that we've already seen a million times. Like, I don't care.
The Wizard of Oz-ish. Hey, that's funny.
Right.
That is funny, because of Blackish, Grownish, Wizard of Oz-ish.
The Wizard-ish.
Wizardish. I'm interested. I am a fan of Kenya Barris, so I'm interested to see what, you know, this story is going to be, and, you know, is it going to be the musical, like, because I mean the other 2 were musicals. Is it going to be a mixture of the both of them together? You know, what's it going to look like? He's provided a lot of jobs for Black people in the industry, which I'm grateful for. So I want to see how that might work into this. So, hold on. Okay. I'm not going to read that other part, because I was like, wait a minute. Okay. But no, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to it. I want to see. I want to know what you guys think, or what Kamari says, I'm waiting for something original. There have been a lot of original things out there, and I get them doing some remakes or some things. I don't know. There was something I was going to say, but I want to fact check before I mention it. But I don't know if you guys heard rumors about DC's new directions, DCEU's new directions, and what they might be heading towards. But I'm gonna fact check before we talk about it, and then we could talk about that next week. In regards to what that looks like, and but Collabo Inc. Society apparently also made the recent Cheaper by the Dozen, You People, which I haven't seen. It's a comedy. I'm actually. What do you mean, you people? Right?
That trailer sounds pretty good.
The recent Shaft, the one that 2019 Shaft. Little, I liked Little. Little was good.
Was
and Little was you could go. It's the girl from Blackish with Issa Rae and Regina Hall. It was a good movie, and I guess he also the Collabo Inc. Society also worked with Kenya on Mixed-ish, which I forgot about that one. That's another show he had made, and Black AF, and a lot of other things. But I'm interested. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not like super duper excited, like, oh my goodness, but I'm interested.
I can't even.
Have any of y'all actually seen the first Wizard of Oz or the Oz, whatever it's called?
I have.
I've seen it.
I've seen both of them.
I've seen both.
I've seen the VHS version where it was like the original Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings was like multi-disc. When it first came out on DVD, you watched until a certain point, then you had to put in a second disc or a third disc. I think one of them's like 3 or 4 discs long, right?
That was when Michael Jackson was the Scarecrow, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's the Wiz. That's the Wiz. And that's when they had the fun songs, like he's on down the road. And Diana Ross was also in there.
Yeah.
In the Wiz.
I'm just getting exhausted of like just the same type of shows or remakes or whatever, reiterations just being circled around over and over, and we're supposed to get excited about it. Like I can't even fake it. Like I can't even fake the excitement.
I ain't think people actually watched that movie, to be honest. That's why I ain't know nothing about it. I always used to hear stuff from it, but
the people that really saw it, like I saw it luckily because my mom watched it, and that's what made me watch it. But as far as like our
I used to always see like a tape or something in our home, but it never moved. Like it was just always there. Like
we've watched it, and my grandma on my dad's side, she had the collector's edition.
Oh shit.
Which was like this, it was like a big book, and it had the VHS tapes in it and everything. And it was pretty cool. And I mean, I was a fan of it. And then in school plays, doing The Wizard of Oz was like a big thing. And I really loved the story, when I was younger. But I don't know. Mamba Machine says, I think Hollywood abuses our nostalgia for financial gain. 100%. 100%. I think there's two
everything
things.
Is recreated,
I think there's two things. I think there's the people who are like, the companies that are like, oh, I want to make money. This worked. Let's do it again, but let's change it. But then I also think there are people who creatively come into it because they were fans of something and they want to have their own take at it,
Well, Hollywood is also the reason why we have that nostalgia.
What'd you say? Hollywood?
Hollywood.
Yeah, but I mean, I do feel like some people get inspired and want to make their own changes on those things.
But hold on real quick. But some of that stuff was like books before they decided to film it, like put it to film though.
Yeah, but when Disney bought it, but when the world got it, it was already booked.
Well, that's what that was like a resource, because there was a huge like Hunger Games. Because after Harry Potter started like this, because even though they were doing movies from books for a while, like a lot of movies, but Harry Potter started this huge thing. We were getting Divergent, Hunger Games, Beautiful Creatures, like all these other books. Yeah, it was like huge, and it got to a point where it's funny because me and hubby, we would watch a trailer and I'm like, I think that was a book, like the way that like, oh, that was a YA, which is like young adult book series, and you could tell from the trailer that it was happening.
Like a difference when like they have like a book, because that's like the same thing with anime. Like anime like starts off a lot of stuff is manga, and a lot of us want to see the action in real time, like how it would actually flow. So we see it as a visual, and TV is a difference from having something that we already have about 5-6 visuals of this one thing. Now you're creating it again, like in 2023. Like it gets exhausting at a point. Like we could still have these great like actors or new actors and give a lot of people like jobs and everything working on something new and fresh instead of having to worry about getting like copyright licenses of whoever's story it used to be and giving them credit for it and all that stuff, and then having to worry about this character that you're changing that everybody knows and being compared to what
the previous
knew previously, then just having an original concept that nobody can compare anything to and have fresh faces, and then people will love them for them. Like that's what I
for real. I think I should be too.
because I'm getting exhausted.
But I do also feel like for Candy Bears, because even though one of the things I've realized, especially doing what we do and like coming up with stories and how we have those conversations, we're like, oh, this would be great. And then kind of seeing how the seeds of some of these stories can begin as far as like production and stuff like that. I think for us, it starts as a conversation and that's it. But I feel like for Kenya Barris, he's created a lot of original stuff and, you know, with like all the issues that he's made. And all those different shows. And I could see him talking to someone, because I mean, it could go either way, right? It could have been him talking to someone after he saw Wizard of Oz and he's like, you know what? How come nobody ever did this before? And you know what? I'm going to do it, right? Instead of waiting for someone to do it. Or it could be studio being like, hey, I want somebody to make it again. Who's hot? And then they choose, you know, they look through their black book of directors and they choose him. But I feel like if it was a situation where he was like, you know what? I've watched it and I feel like this could have been taken a different way. This could have been done a different way. I think that's still cool. But I understand wanting new content, you know?
Yeah, like because we going in knowing the story, bro. Are you going in knowing like how it's gonna be and how it's gonna be played out?
But you know how like the internet is, so it's always gonna be a backlash of something because you're gonna change.
Oh yeah.
Because you're not gonna want it to be the same exact thing. Because if it is, we're gonna complain about that. Like it's just like
you can't
even go through the headache. That's what I'm saying. So why even
go
through
the headache? And that's why why do you think anime
and just make original stuff? That's what.
Yeah. Why do you think anime kicking ass right now? Because anime is like a style of art, but they have so many stories within that style of art. And that's why anime is just getting more and more popular. Like
plus, you really don't be seeing like a lot of remakes of like anime shows. It's just that damn show. Like it's that show.
But they are trying to do IRLs, and they have not been working.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
that's something they still got to figure out. But yeah,
they got to figure that shit out.
But look,
it could be good when the right
IRL shit. They be taking their own liberties, like Netflix with Death Note. They take their own liberties with that shit.
Did you watch this? A live action?
I tried to watch the Netflix, the Death Note on Netflix. I tried it. I couldn't even do it.
Light Turner, he goofy as hell. The dude in the joint was not goofy. He was not nowhere near goofy. I'm like, what?
God.
It's funny. They're trying.
But I ain't gonna lie, the ones in Japan that they make in like Korea and stuff like that, they usually like they be having the fire of stories. Like, we saw Jazz on Netflix, like Squid Games, Hellbound. A lot of stuff coming from like them like webtoons and webcomics and stuff like that, and it'd be just fire.
Squid Game was a comic, like a.
I think it was. I'm not sure. Don't 100% quote me. I think it was though. Like he like already wrote it or something like that. But it'd be already fleshed out stories that already be already written and everything with beginning to end. That's why people like Stranger Things so much because it's beginning to end. They wrote the beginning and end of their story already.
And that's like how like we're frustrated because like it's even like stuff from like the Asian movies that we see, like a Train to Busan. Like now we're having an Americanized version of that. Why can't we just go watch that movie?
It's the same thing.
Yeah. It's
Wait, hold on. Quarantine, the same thing.
So basically, but Quarantine was basically the Western version, basically.
Exactly. So it's like the same movie twice, but just.
But it was good.
What are they calling it? Train to Atlanta?
The thing that's funny is that I made a joke saying like
Train to Detroit,
something, like train to New York, and then like it's actually like called something.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be New York. Yeah, it gotta be because that's a
serious bro.
It would have to be though because I mean that's.
Let me see.
It's gonna be it's popular. It's huge. Like it has to be New York.
I don't know. Train to Hawaii. That's hilarious. Train to Hawaii. That was funny. Oh my goodness. That just made me sad. Train to Atlanta is OG.
What's the Metro? What is theirs?
Train to Florida. Train to Brooklyn. Train to Staten Island. That'll be hilarious.
Ego, yo.
Yeah. Hey, yo, it's crazy, dog. The zombies coming.
See, Charlie. No, I'm playing. Let me stop.
It's getting real sturdy, D. You feel me? Hey, yo.
Oh, Train to Chicago.
Yo, did you see?
Big Bob. Get off the train. It's your stop.
It's going crazy.
Oh my goodness. Oh, yikes. Did you find the real name, Jess?
No, I'm still looking.
Hey, yo. Okay. While she's looking up the name, we're have our last thing.
Okay, The Last Train to New York. That's what it's called.
The last.
Oh, so
we
knew.
I'm gonna watch it though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's supposed to come out April 21st, 2023. That's when it's.
I hope it's good because I ain't gonna lie. I liked Quarantine. Quarantine was good.
I didn't see Quarantine.
April 21st, not the.
I ain't like the second one.
When I watched Quarantine, I didn't even know it was even a remake. Or
I did. I watched Wreck first.
Yeah, Wreck was fire. Wreck
Wreck was freaking amazing.
I have to see.
They both were good. I ain't gonna lie though.
Wreck
was definitely the same thing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said. Quarantine was still good, but Wreck was definitely much better.
Oh yeah,
Wreck was way better.
As a New Yorker, I'm tired of them killing us off every movie.
Hey, a lot of stuff go down in New York.
That's hilarious. Okay, so the last thing we have before we wrap up for today is the Ask the Audience segment. Boom.
I like how she make her own music.
Yeah, filmmaker. I love found footage. I just found I used to watch a lot of them before I even knew that was a genre. I just found out it was a genre like 2 years ago, but I watched a shit ton of found footage.
Oh, there's some before we go into the Ask the Audience, we do have some super chats. Shout out to go ahead, pull up the first one. For those watching, I'm talking to the interns. They're in a basement. We let them out sometimes.
Okay.
Shout out to Denim, Lady Gaga playing on Joker 2. Okay. What? Okay, well,
you didn't know that?
No, we'll have that for next week. We'll talk about that.
It's official.
Look, she wanted to go on a whole tangent. She said, "What?"
We'll talk next week. We'll talk about that next week. Shout out to you. So interns, write that down. Okay. Shout out to King Curly for the super chat. Michael B is supposed to be directing Static. Do we have more news about that? We can look into that to talk about next week because I know
slowing down production on that.
Of course they would.
3 other films.
But you know what's coming out?
All right, I'm good.
Flash. All right, next super chat. From Lang Lamine Nyang. Okay, is it going? Okay, coming. Love the Pokemon talk. Fue Coco gang all the way. That's
yes, sir.
Fue
I'm in love with the Coco.
I'm in love with Fue Coco.
Right, that's what I'm using.
And the last one, Z. Shout out to you, Lang. Favorite Pokemon.
Oh, Gengar's my number 1.
I got 2.
Then Alakazam is number 2. In no particular order though, and then Venusaur.
I like.
But damn, Gengar might be my number 1. Go ahead.
Mew and Eevee and Articuno.
What's your favorite Eevee form?
Ooh, okay, because Fairy's new. That one's a new one. The Fairy one look kind of nice. The Fairy one, the Ice one.
I like Espeon. Espeon always been my favorite.
Yeah.
Espeon has always been my favorite. I like the way Fairyon look, but
actually I have an Eevee poster. Hold on, I'm gonna go get it.
Eevee is dope though, because Eevee can go to so many different forms, and all Eevee forms are freaking fire. But that's a good question.
Why is she gonna get that poster?
Mine would have. It's probably gonna be Quaxley. He's adorable.
Quack.
I
forgot about Glaceon. Glaceon does look dope too. I used to love Glaceon look. Leafeon does look dope too.
Think about all the possibilities. That's why I love
it. Glaceon, Fairyon, Leafeon, Jolteon, Flareon. Oh, Umbreon was fire too. I used to love Umbreon. Espeon's always been my favorite though. But
the dark moves.
Every time you say Espeon, I want to say espionage. Like I just want to throw that right in there.
I hear that. As far as look though, Glaceon always used to give me like Glaceon just looks so freaking slick.
My favorite was Dragonite, and the reason why I like Dragonite is because of fighting Lance, bro. Back when Pokemon Silver came out, man, Lance would tear you up, bro.
Man, yeah. And Dragonite he's always my party. I keep it Dragonite, man. Dragonite is so freaking fire. Dragonair is so amazing too, man. I be loving Dragonair.
It hit you with the hyper beam. You knew, when he hit you with that hyper beam, you knew it was over, bro. Hyper beam used to be so overpowered, bro.
Now they nerfed it. Now you get hyper beam.
Hell yeah, hyper beams will tear you up.
Hyper beam.
I can't wait to play this Pokemon, dude. You said what?
They did nerf hyper beam, right?
I don't even know.
They did.
I felt like it was stronger. I felt like it was so much stronger back in the day.
Because now when you use hyper beam in the recent games, they don't even kill you. Oh my god.
Don't. It's like all this.
I hope they fix that substitute move because I was abusing the shit out of that in the last Pokemon.
I was abusing.
Man, yo, I mean, I was paying
substitute.
people all of this shit so fucking cheap. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know what the name of the
Substitute.
Pokemon was, but it was like, it looked like a freaking mushroom. And that thing used to be using a substitute. I hit that, then he poisoned me, then substitute again. And it's like, I could never.
Man, I used
hit
to be
him,
going
and
crazy
it was
with
so
that move.
stupid.
Yeah. I hope they fix that in this one. I hope it ain't like that in this one though. Let me fix my camera real quick.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, Christine.
Oh no worries, no worries. It's cool when you guys can talk about things that I have no idea about. So I know about a little. It's like you guys are bonding. I like it. You know, I love.
Oh god.
I don't know what they're talking about, but it sounds interesting.
I know, right? They're having fun. All right, so this is a quick fire thing. Ask the audience. Okay, so the first one, really quick. Sean RV says, "What do you think of the new MCU Phase 5 and 6 lineup? Do you think it's as strong as the 3 and 4 lineups?"
Not at all. Not at all.
What about you, Dwayne?
Not in a bad way. I'm not being negative.
I don't know. Infinity War and Endgame are kind of going to be really hard to like.
It's hot.
You know what I'm saying? To really overdo. I don't think they're going to outdo that. And I'm going to say maybe because that Secret Wars might be like, whew, if they do Secret Wars right, that'll be like the pinnacle of like everything. But we'll see. Only time can tell.
I feel like
I have faith
that are left in like 5 and 6 or whatever, Phase 5 and 6 are characters that we barely know. So it's like, how can I care about?
And we saw how they've been introducing characters, and that's where I lose all the faith.
Yeah, and it's like, how are we supposed to care about them or feel like it's just as fire or just as hype as something that we don't really know?
Well, we cared about them in like a 2-hour movie. I mean, you know, we got a lot out of like, you know, carrying characters in a 2-hour movie. We got like compared to like, you know, well, I would say this though. The characters that we're getting now in the Disney Plus shows don't always be about the character itself. In the movies, it's about that character. You know what I'm saying? So we get a lot about like, you know, what they like and what they stuff that they like to do. So most of the time it's like, okay, we got to introduce a conflict, a villain, and then, you know, keep it moving and introduce their support group and all the other shit. So,
so for me, I would say that I was excited before the shows really started to like coming. Disney, Star Wars, not Disney, Marvel and Star Wars, all those shows. Before those shows were going on, I was excited because I was on the high of Infinity War. When Spider-Man came out, I was like, okay, we really keeping the energy up. And then the shows were coming out and phew, went all my hope in the MCU, except when the Black Panther trailer came out. So I will say that I'm hesitant to see, but I won't lie. Disney Plus has been ruining my excitement for MCU products recently. So if they don't fix their thing, you know, then I'm going to just have I have no hope. And these other shows that are coming out, I have no hope. I'm going to still watch because I do want to see, and I want to talk about them and see if these things do get better. Because I feel like I do live with the mindset that you can always be proven wrong, you know? But the excitement... Yeah, the excitement and the zest that I had for these products and these properties that Disney took over, they've all that gone. Okay, for any of the shows that they have that are Marvel and Star Wars. Now, High School Musical, they've been doing all right with that. Outside of that,
that's
they've
still
been pooping.
Going?
Yeah, they have a series. It's called High School Musical: The Series. High School Musical: The Musical: The Series. It's like the whole title. But
say that 5 times fast.
High School Musical: The Musical: The Series. 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 Bam.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah,
she was excited about that. High School Musical. She had to put a little finger.
I was waiting for the tongue to be, you know, I was waiting for that, but I held it up.
Your credit card number real fast. Go.
You almost got me. I'll give you the Carter's card though, but I'll tell you that later. Okay,
the Carter's card.
So this is the last one. Starlight asked, and this was on the community post. The other one was on IG. Thoughts on Netflix canceling big shows like canceling First Kill, even though it was a massive success and was watched more than Heartstopper, which Heartstopper I didn't see, but I don't know if you guys even watched First Kill or know what First Kill was about. First Kill was essentially a show about, it was like Netflix's version of a CW show. So you have the vampires and like monsters exist. And then there's like a family of like hunters. And the daughter of the hunter family and the daughter of the vampire family fall in love, and it's basically the relationship they have and with their families,
Romeo and
then with
Juliet
the
again.
I was about to say
essentially,
Romeo and
yes.
Juliet. Right.
Yes, but with vampires and monsters and stuff like that. And I liked a lot of the show. There's just certain things I was like, they just meet for the first time and they like dingling. I'm like, you ain't like, let's calm down now. Out by a tree. Let's calm down now, okay? Give me some angst and love and
kids
zest.
feel different. What you talking about, Christine?
They was like, oh, boom, let's do it. I'm just like, calm down now. Come on, give my heart some flutters. I want to be like, ooh, not like, I'm just, let's calm down now.
This generation built different, Christine.
She said, give me a little foreplay before you.
Hello?
You don't get no romance in this new generation. You get that after.
Listen. All right. So that was the last thing that we have for today on the docket. We will catch up with some things. I know She-Hulk is supposed to be coming out.
Friday.
We will talk about possibly doing like a day of show review just for that and keeping this separate, but we'll talk and we'll see if that's what we're going to do. Thank you guys for coming back and, rocking with us like after the break and the support that you guys have been giving us on social media and everything. Also, shout out to the interns that have been holding it down with information and the articles and all that stuff. Before we close out, Dwayne, where can the people find you?
You find me everywhere. Dwayne King with the Y, not an I. I will be streaming later tonight, playing Multiverses. So, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. And sometimes he be playing against y'all to beat y'all. So if you want to be a part of that, check him out. Jazz, where can the people find you?
Y'all can find me on YouTube, Jazzy Guns, like here, and _ Jazzy Guns, Instagram and YouTube. And I may stream Multiverse tonight. I don't know yet. Because usually I play that just off stream, but I might stream it today.
Okay. And Charlie, where can the people find you?
Camp Crystal Charlie on YouTube, Twitter, everywhere else. Same place.
Awesome. And you can find me, iChristine, on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all the places. Also, check out PartyChat Podcast, wherever you can listen to podcasts alongside watching it on YouTube. We're streaming right now on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch right now, all 3 places. So shout out to everybody who's watching Twitter? Yeah, we stream on Twitter, but the stream will be up on Twitter. Yeah, either it's the VOD after, but I noticed when I clicked it last time, the stream was on Twitter. I was like, okay, hello. Hi, streamer.
Oh, you on this one? The party chat?
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Okay, I know
it's
that.
Streaming on the PartyChat Podcast Twitter account. So hashtag free the interns. Never. But yes, thank you guys so much for the love, and we out.
Deuces.
All right.
Now you just gotta wait for it.